This is Phil Bell on the Daily Mojo with your morning update. There's a name in politics I want you to get to know. It's Laurel Libby. Now, Laurel Libby is a Republican state representative from Auburn, Maine. And while the Maine legislature will be considering important bills such as the state budget, and while she will be there on the floor, she will not be able to speak or vote. Now, you're probably wondering, why is that? Well, you see, Laurel Libby committed a sin in the Maine legislature that is apparently nearly unpardonable. She posted on social media pointing out that an athlete had competed as a boy one year and then as a girl the following year. And since she would not apologize to the Maine legislature for this sin, she has now been barred from speaking or voting and therefore representing her constituents until she decides to agree with their unconstitutional speech codes. Now, I want you to think about this. First of all, let's put aside the absolute absurdity that we're living in a culture that says, yeah, a boy can simply become a girl just by saying so or putting on a dress. Let's put that aside for a second. Let's point out how insane the left really is. They are willing to disenfranchise all of Laurel Libby's constituents and her just because they don't like what she had to say. That is the antithesis of America, and yet we are seeing it playing out right now in the state of Maine. Now, Maine's been in the news a lot lately because their terrible governor, Janet Mills, is standing up for the idea of boys and girls sports, so much so that she is willing to risk federal funding for doing it. What we need to do as patriots is make sure that we remain engaged at every level of government. I know you get sick of hearing me say it, but this shows why it's critically important. The Maine House of Representatives has 76 Democrats and 73 Republicans, which means people who have sense are only 3 seats short of taking over. And if we are paying attention in places like Maine and all across the country, we can root out the insanity the same way Elon Musk and Doge is rooting out the insanity in Washington, D.C., right alongside President Trump. So what I want you to do is share your comments under this video. And I also want you to download the Daily Mojo smartphone app and enable notifications. That way you'll be up to date on the latest craziness and good stuff coming out of Washington, D.C. and your state legislatures, and you'll know how to share it with others. We'll see you down the line, and thanks for choosing the Daily Mojo.
Phil Bell's Morning Update is only on the Daily Mojo.com.